The Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges may soon be on the warpath with the immediate past chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ibrahim Lamorde. The committee is investigating a petition where allegations of mismanagement of funds was leveled against Mr. Lamorde. The committee invited Mr. Lamorde to appear before it, but he was a no-show at the investigative hearing. Committee members were not amused. This is an investigative hearing which is likely to attract the attention of many Nigerians. The Senate Committee on Ethics and Public Petitions is investigating allegations of mismanagement of funds leveled against the immediate past chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ibrahim Lamorde. Mr. Lamorde was scheduled to appear before the committee but was absent. His lawyer, Mr. Keyamo, explains the reason for the absence of his client.
He was invited as chairman of EFCC. Between then and now, the circumstance has changed. He is no longer he's no longer a chairman of EFCC. And so, because of that, when he was removed, he thought, oh well, this is the end of my invitation because I was invited in that capacity. That was his thinking. With all respect, he never disrespected his committee. He was ready to appear. He said, oh, this is the end of my invitation. So he passed the buck over, he handed over, and traveled for medicals.
But members of the committee are not prepared to give in to the request for an extension of time for the former EFCC chairman to appear before the committee.
It's the resolve of this committee. It's the resolve of this committee that he be invited on Tuesday.
I won't be in London, sir. I'm sorry. The committee.
We're not invited.
No, he himself. We were praying for dates. Dates. We have accepted we have accepted the decision.
Tuesday.
We're only praying for dates.
Tuesday, please.
Date, sir. It's only dates we are praying for.
Having listened to the committee and having heard from you, and we want to wish Chief Lamorde well. We want him to come back healthy and healthy to this committee on the 24th of November. Agreed?
Yes.
Agreed.
Tempers were high as committee members and Mr. Keyamo engaged in an argument over the ability of the Senate to summon the former EFCC chairman.
The fact that he's no longer chairman of EFCC, sir, can this committee or can the Senate at all still exercise jurisdiction over him as a person under investigation, not as a witness? My Lord, the committee. That's why I prayed for 5 minutes.
No,
because
sorry.
I knew I'll be cut short.
No, at this point, we'll interject.
You see?
Please.
I really wanted to read the law.
No. I wanted to get this straight.
So,
we have given you that honor and respect based on who you are. Otherwise, ordinarily, I won't listen to you in the first instance. First, and let me come across this. We are not here. This is not a law court. You are not citing authorities for us. Again, I want you to understand that Chief Lamorde is invited to this committee. This petition is against him as a person.
The Senate does not have powers over private persons.
No. His capacity as the chairman, yet EFCC has the capacity to invite a former governor who is no longer a governor of a state. So that is point. We are not, let us not draw logic here. That that even in the course of investigation, anybody ordinarily can be invited to the Senate.
As a witness.
No, wait, I'm coming.
While speaking to journalists after the hearing, Mr. Keyamo insisted that the Senate has no right to summon the former EFCC chairman.
I wrote to them over and over regarding their powers, regarding the appointment of service chiefs, and they did not listen to me. And I went to court and I corrected them. I'm prepared to go to court at any time to correct the Senate. Okay. They don't know their powers. I insist.
The Senate committee insists that Mr. Lamorde must appear before the committee on November 24th. It will be interesting to see if Mr. Lamorde would honor the invitation of the Senate Committee on Ethics.
Well, I'm surprised to hear that from a person like Festus Keyamo. And I don't want us to, join issues with him, because I think that there's no need for it, because he is not part of our committee work oversight. Rather, I think, like he said, he was just paid. He was hired as a lawyer to represent his client, which is obviously the right thing he would have done. But he forgot that the parliamentary practice is different from the other legal parties, which is involved. So I think that for us, the invitation is still on, and we expect that he quite accepted that is going to produce him in the next sitting, and that is going to, go along with the committee decision.
Should the former EFCC chairman, if he doesn't come on Tuesday, what would the committee do?
Well, let me not preempt that. I don't want to preempt that, but the truth of the matter is there's always a provision, a window for us to compel the person to come. So that, until we get there, will let us believe that he's going to be there on that 24th. But if he doesn't come, of course, the committee will go back and do the necessary.
Meanwhile, a day after Mr. Festus Keyamo appeared before the Senate Committee on Ethics, his client, Mr. Ibrahim Lamorde, has challenged the powers of the Senate and the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions to invite him to appear before them. In an originating summons filed by Mr. Keyamo, Mr. Lamorde is asking the court to determine whether the Senate can invite the former chairman to appear before them as a person whose conduct of affairs is being investigated by them in relation to issues concerning the office if vacated. Mr. Lamorde also wants the court to determine whether the defendants can issue a warrant of arrest against him without first issuing a summons. Mr. Lamorde is therefore praying the court to declare that in view of sections 88 and 89 of the 1999 Constitution, the Senate lacks the power to invite him to appear before them in relation to issues concerning an office he has already vacated. He is also seeking an order of injunction against the Inspector General of Police and the Department of State Service, restraining them from executing any warrant of arrest issued by the Senate. No date has been fixed for the hearing of the suit.